Hey guys, Vitality here and welcome back to the channel. Today I'm playing on a freshly wiped ARK server solo with over 1000 active players on it. If you would like to join the server, I'll leave the link down in the description. I hope you guys are having a good day and I hope you guys enjoyed the video. So this server wiped under an hour ago, and as you can see I'm just doing a note run. I wanted to do it on the island, but unfortunately there's literally over 1000 people on this wipe, so I am on extinction. Oh, don't mind me while I'm teleporting over here. So there was one Rathole that I really wanted to claim, but it was really popular, so I know I had to move fast. So that's exactly what I did. The first thing I did after doing my note run was I went to tame a PT. But I also needed to get some chitin for a saddle, so I'm just doing that now. But I ended up taming a level 203 Pteranodon, and it only took me around 40 minutes, including the note run. So I was in a good position to go and claim the base location. Unfortunately, there was a lot of other people racing to that same location. Luckily though, when I arrived, the whole location was completely clear and I met no one along the way. That was about to change, but for now we had this good open location and I could place whatever I wanted and start building up. So the server I was playing on had 15 times the rates and slightly boosted drops. The drops only gave you things like flak and tools and a cryopod, so it wasn't too boosted. So about an hour into the wipe I managed to place forges and I was going to get ready to start the metal grind. But to do that I needed to get wood. So I used a chainsaw that I found in a drop, and I also needed to go and tame an ankylosaur and get an RG. So I built an RG trap, and I managed to find a high level one that I could use to farm metal. I was pretty aware that there were a lot of people around me. I think it was definitely a mistake to try and claim this location, but I was really dedicated to do it for some reason. I don't really know why. Just once I had it in my head that I wanted to build there, I had to build there. So yeah, you guys are probably going to go in the comments and say that is a terrible location, and you're not wrong. But yeah, I was pretty much chilling. It was about an hour and a half, 2 hours into the wipe, and I was racing to the top. These servers are only solo duo servers, so I was making a lot of progress really quickly. I had an RG, I had a PT, I did a note run, I'd claimed my location, and I was already farming as much metal as I could. So I was going pretty well. It was pretty peaceful. That is all about to change. But before it does change, I hope you enjoy this peaceful montage of me collecting metal. Once I'd finished farming and I arrived back at the base location, I noticed that someone had blown into the base and destroyed my bed and forges, which was a little bit unlucky, but it was a really popular location. So I built them back pretty quickly, but what I didn't know was that he was going to come back.
Woke up feeling mad today. Bitch, I'm ugly, but I act like Timmy Chalamet. I hate these motherfuckers so much. Why I keep on trying to get them all to validate me? There's no hell. I'm living like, oh well. Like my English teacher said that I show them I don't tell. I show them I don't fail. They know me so well. I'm a good shit in the phone. I'm on down. Turn the cameras on. Quick water break in a marathon. Walk in your room and I set the mood. They gotta lay the motherfucking cameras on. Can't see without the cameras on. Without a platform to be standing on. All this baggage going over their heads, so I keep it underneath how I carry on. Too hot for my law, had to add the AC. Guess what's getting to him lately? They've been taking shots at the boy with the shade trees. I smell the green that's in the season. Growing up, I'm already too old for Crystalia. They tryna run their mouth, checking in and they make it weird. It looks not that voila. If this beer, okay. These sparks, you fickle, sip them out. A flashlight in the dark, how people gon' get behind them. I never kill my ego, was tripping. I still aside, and that shit'll kill me inside if they hear, but they never mind if I get gassed up. That's why they don't hold a candle to me. Matched up way before it was a standard duty. Back up, I came in the shit, put my sticks in the ground, so I'm sorry, but you can't remember me. Turn the cameras on, quick water break in a marathon. Walk in your room and I set the mood. They ain't gotta light the motherfucking candles on. Fire, can't see without the cameras on. Without a platform to be standing on. All this baggage going over their heads, so I keep it underneath how I carry on. Turn the cameras on, quick water break in a marathon. Walk in your room and I set the mood. They ain't gotta light the motherfucking candles on. Fire, can't see without the cameras on. Without a platform to be standing on. All this baggage going over their heads, so I keep it underneath how I carry on. Turn the cameras on, quick water break in a marathon. Walk in your room and I set the mood. They ain't gotta light the motherfucking candles on. Fire, they can't see what
So after a bit of a fight, he jumped out of the location and left pretty much all of his tames here. So I killed the RG and I killed the Arthroplera. Unfortunately, the Arthro did a fair bit of damage to my base, and it sent me back about 10 minutes, which was a fatal amount of time. Yeah, it wasn't that big of a deal. I did build everything back pretty quickly. It was just annoying, but that was the first of many attempts to raid this location. The base quickly became not just a base, but a home. I was placing foundations all over it so I could claim as much of it as I could to deter people from wanting to get in early and blowing up the base. And yeah, all I needed was one of those little welcome mats, and this base was pretty much set. I'd repaired everything, and I even placed down a smithy so I could get to building up. For extra security, I also placed a dinosaur gate at the front of the location, even though it wouldn't have done much at all. I was hoping that because it was pretty early in the wipe, I wouldn't have to worry about people having C4 or grenades. And I was wrong, because less than 10 minutes later, the whole base was blown up, and I had to start again. So I'm over on Extinction. Unfortunately, the base did get blown into, but luckily I managed to get all of this stuff out, including the metal and most of my tames. So I was looking for a good place to smelt it, somewhere quiet and out of the way, and I found this little base in a location I was going to use. So I'm going to break into these boxes and I'm going to see what this Tribe of Jack has. Seeing one bag. There's 2 bags, that's good. Got a PT. Not very high level, but I'll take it, might as well. What does the other box have? Just a bunch of not great stuff, but I'll still take it. I'm hoping that these guys have got some metal in their forges, so I'm going to have to break those. I just brought the PT in to do all the work for me. It's completely tearing up the base. I'm very sorry, Tribe of Jack. You're confident. Alright, so he didn't have too much metal, and it looks like he was here pretty recently, because there's only 55 metal. I don't know how, like the timing, I don't know how long he would have been away for, but I'm guessing it was not long. Alright, so I found a little hole in the Extinction Wasteland that it's the sketchiest location I've probably ever built in. It's got like a little roof and a little crouch point. I don't really know how to explain it, but it's not the best, but it'll do the job. This is actually kind of smart, this location. I can place the forges in the wall here, and no one should know where they are. But for some reason I can't place them into each other like I could on the center. That's a bit weird. It's a bit unlucky. I might just have to deal with that. She'll be right. I am actually quite happy with this, you know. I started off hating it, but it's pretty nice. Like, it's really tucked away. It is only one corrupted dino away from breaking, but it's not too bad. Whilst the metal was smelting, I decided to go and tame an anglerfish, but unfortunately, yeah, I just couldn't do it. So I got this guy instead. It wasn't a terrible process as it might have looked. It wasn't the best at getting pearls, but, you know, she got the job done. And that's all you can ask for. Once I had pearls, it was time to get poly, so I went to the Extinction Wasteland and used a chainsaw that I found in a drop to get as much as I could. And yeah, then it was time to build up the base. Alright, so I'm just heading back to the location. I've seen no one along the way, and I'm pretty sure I've still got some foundations in that base that should mean that no one else is built in there, according to my tribe logs. But I am looking all good. So yeah, we're looking pretty good. I'm going to be able to build this up, hopefully. To secure myself in the base location, I placed a generator, a cable, and an outlet, and then I placed a turret just facing the entrance. I know it wouldn't do much, but I wanted a little bit of security whilst I built up the base. So yeah, I'm going to add a nice peaceful building montage here, so sit back and enjoy.
It's not the same. If you lose me, don't you take the blame. Yeah, when it's all said and done, it's much easier done than said. all I see is blue when you leaving it all on red. I don't wanna talk through it, I already got through it. So stop asking me if I need a moment again. I need a moment alone, but I've seen some moments extend. I'd rather sabotage my heart than to see it broken again. So I self-sabotage. Everything I'm hiding is the reason that I camouflage. Cause would I still be in the picture if we had to turn the cameras off? Put my hands together but pray that I get some damn applause. It's unlikely. Notice the more that I put myself down, the more everybody like me, so I'll never win. You, me, them, I want fucking everything. And once I get it, I know that I won't feel like anything. It'll be the same as before. I don't wanna play this game anymore. It's all a game. I'm the only one who else should have your name. Fall in love until it's not the same. If you lose me, don't you take the pain. I just hit fresh again. Like, maybe this time it's good. Didn't hear me clicking my ears like it's all the fucking I'll admit that I'm insecure like my fucking track. Sometimes I say I love you just so I can hear it back. Maybe that makes me fucking.
So as you can see, I have turned the auto turrets into heavies, and I have upped the ammo to 300. So we've got around 12 heavies pointing on this one entrance, and we've got a few on the ceiling. So I feel comfortable enough to go to sleep with this, I think. I have managed to claim this location. I've also added a metal dinosaur gate. But yeah, despite the fact that there are hundreds of people on this wipe, I think we've got a good enough defense. It's only been about 12 hours since the wipe, so no one should have enough, like... So I don't think anyone will be able to raid the base just yet. But yeah, I'm probably going to end the episode there. I hope you guys enjoyed. If I haven't been raided, I'll see you guys in episode 2. But yeah, thank you for watching. Have a good one.